Our Voice, Our Opinion is brought to you by Grand Diva Studios, owned and operated by Jamaica Kitchens, specializing in natural and healthy hair care. Welcome back to a special edition of Our Voice, Our Opinion. So special that all of us had to sit in on this. We
had a full squad this time.
We all have some opinion and some voice on this, and we're here to talk about Mr. Cosby himself, America's favorite dad, Bill Cosby, and what he's going through right now. And we can just toss a coin and it'll drop. And
well, he's going to be performing in Canada.
Yes, he is.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he actually took a performance.
He has 3 shows.
Because he canceled.
He got 3 shows in Canada.
3 shows.
So people are buying tickets.
Absolutely. He's going to Canada tomorrow.
Does he get money?
Absolutely.
So he had to go out the country.
Yeah, he did to another country to get a show.
I think the show
is Venezuela. I think next week.
So let's give the facts. The facts are that a lot of women have come out.
How many is a lot?
I think more than 20 plus.
Okay,
I think more than Tiger Woods had come out about him drugging them and then raping them. It goes all the way back to 1965.
And or molestation. Or
I mean, just the whole gamut.
There's a lot of different words we could use to describe the
accusations.
Yes.
Yes, there are. There are.
So and I'll just throw mine out. My thought is, why so long? Why did it take you this long to come out and say, 40 years, 30 years, 20 years? Why not back when it happened? Now I understand from a rape victim's perspective, if you're a victim, it might not be that easy to come out.
Sure.
But why now? The statute of limitations is over. He can't go to jail for this particular crime.
Why not now?
That validates it.
You're doing it for money.
Okay. You got what you wanted.
That's okay?
You got what you wanted. Now I'll get what I want.
The question is, did you get what you wanted? Like, when you originally engaged in whatever you engaged in, was it strictly out of a component where you really had no control? You were drugged.
If you're drugged,
innocent,
which is what the allegation is, that you were drugged.
Some of them. Most of them.
My question is it unknowingly drugged or unwillfully
That's what
drugged?
they're saying.
Some of them are saying that. Some of them are saying a lot of people are proving that there was a lot of consensual activity going on.
That's exactly my point. Let's smoke a joint and...
Now all of a sudden you mad.
And now
I went to the moon yesterday.
You had my t-shirt on when you woke up.
I did. I went to the moon yesterday.
Well, you know...
Just because I said it doesn't make it true. Just because they're saying it doesn't make it true. And my thing is, I'm not taking up for him or saying she's right or wrong or whatever, but I'm like, why do you wait so long? If you can't do anything, he can't go to jail for the one that was in 1965. Then why bring it up? Why go on 60 Minutes?
I think I know why a lot of women are waiting a long time. See, Bill is a celebrity. He started shows like Picture Pages, Gelatin Pudding Pops, The Cosby Show, Fat Albert. The list goes on. So he seems to be an untouchable. And in that state, and you understand the mindset of someone who's been violated in some way, most of them don't feel the right to come out because they feel like it was their fault. And the facts on the table was, when you read the article more, other articles, only 2 to 3 of those women are filing financial charges against Cosby. The rest of them are voluntarily coming out against it because they recognize that, wow, it's not my fault. He's actually continued to do this. He fits the perfect frame of a perpetrator, the same style of woman, the same way he does it. He does it consistently.
Very consistent.
And he will not stop until there's a voice that is spoken up. So he is afraid. He paid off the rest of these women. And now he can't pay off the ones because they don't want no money. So they're calling him out.
So that's okay, go ahead.
And I kind of felt the same way as you did when the first 2 or 3 or 4 allegations came out. Because I'm like, why now? But when you hit 20 plus.
But I mean, anybody now could say, I mean, Bill Cosby approached me in '93. I'm just letting you know.
Did he?
I'm just saying, like, anybody can say, once the ball starts rolling,
But
anybody
here's the thing.
that met him.
That's just
They
too
don't want
many.
money.
But hold on.
What is their motivation if that's the case? If Keisha calls tomorrow and says that, then she's 23.
Healing is their motivation.
There you go.
You are victimized.
No, I'm
You don't
saying,
go on
I
Only
know
two
that. I'm
people
saying, what's their
asking for
motivation?
money.
If
You don't go to 60 Minutes for healing. You
No,
don't
no.
go to CNN for healing.
You use your media power to defeat someone who is big up in the
Yes, it's Bill Cosby.
They're trying to hit him in the. So they may not. There may only be 2 or 3. I don't know what the facts are, but there may only be 2 or 3 that's actually filing a suit seeking financial, compensation. But if it's too late for him to get criminal charges, it's not too late to break his name, to hit him in the pockets, because he's got shows that are still going on. He's got shows in syndication that he's still getting paid for. Some of those have been pulled, as well as reputational risk. Now whether he's guilty or not, that's to be determined. But his reputation has definitely.
Bill Cosby's 163 years old. There's nothing left. His reputation is already come and gone.
And you know what? He's not going to stop. No matter what age he is, until he admits or faces what he's done. He's not going to stop.
To your why now thing, I go, if only one of those women is true, and she decides, I'm going on 60 Minutes, I'm going to
Make a Lifetime
claim,
Yeah.
I'm going to make a Lifetime.
book.
If it is true, why not?
You take away my life, I'm going to get it back.
I understand what you're saying. If it is
If
true,
she was victimized,
if it is true,
the
I
way
do
that-
understand
you know
the
what I'm
why
saying?
not.
Why not?
Why now?
Well,
It doesn't matter. It
Why
doesn't
40
matter.
years later? If
Here's
you
the-
got
if you're
the kahunas to do it now,
I got some
you got the kahunas to do it now and go on 60 Minutes, national, all over the world, news.
You're doing
But
that.
then you couldn't do it
Support.
in the 80, in
Hold
88.
up, hold up.
maybe
Hold
it's
up.
part of
There were allegedly 18 and 19 little girls.
Yes.
They don't want any
They're
drug
40.
Yes.
They're 48 now.
Beverly Johnson came out and said she
This
was
is
a
what I'm saying.
grown woman.
Yes,
Right.
And
But no,
she's
no,
also
but-
160.
and
And this
a
is-
fine was exempt.
All right, back up. Here we go. But here's the thing. At 18, you're 19. When you were 18, 19 years old, you did not have the mind, the strength, the whatever you have now at 40.
The platform
I'm not the
isn't even
same person.
The platform
Okay.
isn't the
But
same.
if I'm looking to move forward in my life,
Mhm.
if I'm looking to make that change, I'm looking to let something go, I need closure to it.
So I go to Don Lemon on CNN
If
and
that's
tell
what
him.
gives you closure,
But I understand
One other thing is
from his
different too,
perspective.
though,
I
is-
get that though,
That's
because
fine.
what they're doing is they're taking a platform. It's more than just a legal case. It's become a social case at this point.
Exactly.
That's
Who's
what
gonna
that's
believe
he's
you?
saying.
Who's
Hold
going
on.
to believe you if it's in secret?
it's the same.
Who's going to
Here's the
believe
thing.
you if you
It's
say
in
it's
secret.
And that's the thing. And that's the
Who's
thing.
gonna
And
believe
because of the digital age we live in, the
Who's
Facebooks
gonna believe
and,
you?
and,
What
and,
difference
Twitter,
does it
and
make?
Twitter and all
I
these
can say
other
Bill
things.
Cosby touched
Okay.
me, but if I show my face and 40 other women stand up with me and don't want money, it's a real deal.
And now it's easier to spread. You can't hide as much. I mean, people heard about
Here's
the
the thing.
lawsuit in 2006, but now it's on Facebook, and people keep sharing it, people keep liking it.
Right,
and
it
just
was
keep-
out there
it
then
grows
because
and
it
grows
was
and
a-
grows.
And that could have been a
That's his
reason
fetish.
why it took so long. Because think about 20 years ago where TV and media were. When you had one black person, they were the end all be all. Now the way that social media is, as an 18-year-old, had that happened now for an 18-year-old, it would have immediately come out. I don't think there would have been
Look
that.
at where the way we look at women and sexual abuse
It's
now
common.
versus 20 years ago.
10 to 20 years is
Seriously,
common for a woman to come out
it is a
on
difference.
I have read
Especially
that,
when it's a
yeah.
family member,
And here's
friend,
the other
someone
thing.
close. It's common.
It's the same to me, and we talked about this. The same concept as so these boys who were molested as children by
Priests.
these
By priests.
priests.
Come on now.
Should they just shut up?
Yes.
Just keep it to
No,
yourself.
I'm just talking about the method of the way that they're doing
They're
it.
not talking. They're not
That's
talking.
my
They're
thing.
going to the news.
So,
I
They're
understand.
going to the news. They're writing books. They're putting it out
writing
there.
book, you're trying to make money up. Are you really trying to get healed?
And that's what he's saying.
Or are you really
You're
just
saying
trying to do it to get your
he's arguing there's a financial benefit to it. And I understand the perspective.
You know why there's a final benefit?
We'll pay for this.
You know why there's a final benefit? Because once you go public, you lose your job, you lose your financial support, and how are you going to pay for your lawyer? Who's going to support you when he got millions of dollars and you got 50 cents?
Right. Who's going to pay for this lawsuit? You can't afford.
That's a good point.
And here's the other thing. Now again, and you hear me keep saying it's true. You lose. You pay for. You're not going to pay criminally, so pay out of your pocket. And it's the same thing as I believe in the Trayvon Martin case, and we talked about this. They lost the criminal case. Was it because they just wanted money that they went to did a civil case?
It's like OJ, you lose on the criminal
you know what I'm
case,
saying? It's like you can't get them one way. You try your best to get them the other to get justice. Versus,
but nobody.
It's about the principle.
Nobody around here seems. Keisha seems like the only one who's agreeing with me. That it just seems like
change.
I can genuinely see his perspective.
Nobody sees that none of this. That all of this is legit. That all of these 20 chicks just come out and say, me too.
But hold on. But if it's true, then a person who has been a perpetrator for all these years has been outed.
You know why it's true? It's a fact. Let's stick to the facts. Bill Cosby cheated on his wife several times.
He didn't say it wasn't true. Now he's not saying it's not true.
I'm not saying it's not true.
He's talking about the method and the avenues.
Right. You don't know what it's true.
I would say one thing because he paid off several women and they weren't allowed to talk, and it broke the statutory of one woman because he defamed her name.
Right.
So it released her and allowed her to speak out.
It wasn't true.
And so then he got scared and he stopped talking. You know, if someone accuses you of rape, you're gonna say something, aren't you? You're going to say, I didn't do that. He shut his mouth because all these women are like, wow, just wasn't me. You too, you too, you too. I don't want the money. Let's get this cat. I guarantee he's not going to stop. You ain't going to bring your kids over to see him. You ain't going to bring family members. He ain't going to stop because it's his fetish. That's his fetish, his style. I drug him up. I like a particular race. I like a particular age. And I just walk away clean. I'll keep on doing it until someone stops me.
So no more Jello pudding pops.
No more gelatin pudding pops. The truth is in the pudding.
Or actually the drugs.
Well, if you have something to say about this subject, and we have a lot more, so you might see a part 2. Our voice, our opinion, and we'll be right back.